Yo,
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 fellas, what's up?
what is going on?
Another Pic Bar
What's up,
episode for
fellas?
y'all. Another Pic Bar episode for you peoples out there. And yeah, man, we're back doing what we do. Hold on just a second. A little lag
I'm
or something.
opening all my mail.
You know what that is? Lag.
Today was a good mail
What
day.
the heck is?
Hell yeah.
Ah,
What'd you
come
get?
on,
I'm still opening.
Jeez. I'm trying to see why it's lagging. Okay. So, come on.
Picked up.
Nothing's lagging on my end.
All right.
It's
No chewing in
it's
the
not
house.
lagging, but it's like his voice is going in and out
Is it really?
a little bit. Now
Oh,
it sounds
oh.
clearer, but like at
Yeah.
the very beginning, it was like.
Cox Crate. AB, what's up, guys?
AB.
What's up, fellas?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? So yeah, man, what you opening, man?
I got Elite Brock Lesnar.
Nice.
This is gonna sound stupid, but I really just got him for the camera.
Oh, dope.
But I make use of the figure. I got more dinosaurs, so I can keep taking shots.
Nice.
And I know I got more wrestling figures. I'm about to open the last box right now.
Oh. Now, where'd you get these ships from?
It's funny. So, the Brock Lesnar I got for a great price on eBay. The dinosaurs are from Amazon.
Oh,
Now,
nice.
The funny part was the next box that I'm opening now should be 2 wrestling figures. They're from Amazon, but I didn't realize that Ringside Collectibles was the one that shipped it.
Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Okay.
So I got Rikishi.
Yes. Yes.
You guys already know I'm gonna put McFarlane's face on his ass.
Yeah. That's a must do.
McFarlane's getting the stink face, dude.
Must do.
And British Bulldog.
Oh, no. British Bulldog. Nice.
That's nice.
What's that?
It's like
Leaflet?
almost like a Sunday ad, you know, like the ads that have the figures. This is the first time I've ordered from Ringside before. I've never seen them do it like this.
Oh, that's dope. Okay.
That's interesting.
Nice. Yeah, man. But for Christmas, I'm gonna have everyone send Beanie all McFarlane things, and they'll send it right back to us.
That Secret Santa we had last year. Thor was my Secret Santa. He got me a McFarlane figure. Stop playing.
Yeah, it did. Yeah.
Hey, Zombie got me a McFarlane figure. I think that was what the theme was. Get everybody a McFarlane figure.
It's all right. I have fun.
No, that's what we call a dirty Santa.
Exactly. That ain't secret. Ain't nothing secret about that. The secret is they don't articulate.
There you
That's
go.
the secret.
There you go.
That's the secret right there.
They articulate with the power of imagination.
Speaking of Toddy Mac and doing modifications to things, because often with Toddy Mac you gotta modify the head or get a whole new head because the heads are trash. Well, I had to do that with Hasbro today, and I'm doing a stopgap. Why? Wait, this is just the stopgap. This ain't the final. This is the stopgap on my Venom, because I got my Venom, and he's amazing, except his feet were trash.
Yep.
And so I had to replace his feet with an extra Venom I had.
Oh,
So
nice.
Better. But these are stopgaps because it paints off from this extra Venom. And I'm waiting. Anthony Customs is making like exactly painted to the right feet. So I'm just waiting on him to post when those are available. And then I'm going to get that because yeah, man, the feet that he came with, that they shipped Hasbro out of his name himself, man, because it was trash, dude. Like, he gave us like those trashy feet, man. Those feet were
But yeah,
horrible.
other than that Venom's dope.
Yeah, other than that, this Venom is the best Venom, man.
Too bad we can't say McFarlane figures are
It's
the
got the
best.
holes in the back, but it's not as visible as you think. And I'm
Nah.
sure somebody's going to come up with a plug that you can put in there eventually.
Yeah.
I'm waiting on someone to come up with a plug. But other than that,
Yes.
he's perfect, man. The Noel is badass too.
Yeah, they did a great job with Noel. It's completely all new sculpt.
Yep.
The head sculpts look amazing. Like.
Yep. And yeah, no, I mean, I'm never gonna put the wings in because I don't really want to care for the wings. So he's just gonna be done like this.
Yeah, the wings were good, but yeah, they're like Goliath's wings. Like I'd rather have something that goes over him that like takes up space. Or just make them articulated.
Exactly.
It's still better than any McFarlane figure.
The secret is Todd's gonna sneak in and be top dog while Hasbro is busy trying to figure out new ways to screw collectors or brainstorming over what new characters they can use for the 2013 buck on. Well, here's the thing. Again, I give neither one of those toy companies any benefit of the doubt because they're both full of shit. But I will say that at least Hasbro's a little bit out ahead of Toddy Mac because for the most part the figures are solid. You're paying more, which is ridiculous, but at least I'm not modifying and buying extra accessories for most of the Marvel. For the hundreds of Marvel Legends I got, I ain't buying a bunch of extra shit for every one of the figures, nor have any of them broke. Not a single one of my Marvel Legends is broke.
Look, they're both.
On the other hand, you're buying heads, getting head sculpt, you're doing torso modifications, shit is breaking. It's like it's a no-win scenario with him. So he's got a lot of catch up to do before he's even halfway up to the shit they pull. They pull shit still. Don't get me wrong. Hasbro gets they get no passes, but he's even further back than they are. If they're 4 steps back, he's 9 steps back. So he's got a lot of catching up in my eyes to before he.
Is that they both full of shit, but McFarlane eats shit.
Right. Oh man, I got because he is shit. That Iron Spider's his Waldors are trash, dude. Those Waldos are trash, man. They're more like, where is Waldo? They need to be like wearing a striped white and red sweater because you can't find those Waldos. They're whack. And they should be ashamed for doing that. But in all fairness to them, I ain't got to. They're not broke. They're not broke.
True.
I could use the Waldos from the Amazing Yamaguchi, but I ain't paying $100 for it. But they're not broke, and that's the thing is the McFarlane ones will break the next time I use them. So it's all good. It's good. Oh, we got now. Before I go any further, we got special guests tonight. Toy Stories.
Yeah.
And we do appreciate him joining us because this is going to be fun tonight. So, without any further ado, we'll bring in our guest tonight and see what's going on. Hello, sir.
What's going on, guys?
What's going on, brother?
Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, you're good.
Good to go, man. Thanks for joining us tonight, man. What's going on?
Thank you guys for having me. I mean, it's an honor, man.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. And if you guys don't know, man, Toy Story, he's been big in the community for a while now. Always show support. Always shooting shout outs to everybody. So it's actually a pleasure to have you on, brother. Like, you be doing it. You be doing it.
I remember it was like a little bit under like last month. AB sent me a message and he was like, "Oh, we want to feature you on our live," and I couldn't believe it at first because I don't really I see people's pages and I try to like as many people's stuff as I can, and there's a lot of good creators out there. So I just thought it was at first I was like I don't know if
we
this
can't
real.
hear you because Beanie's opening the world.
Yeah, I can't hear you.
There you go. I'm done.
Go for it.
Oh no, but I was saying last month, AB had messaged me talking about he wanted have me on live, and I didn't know if it was real or not. I was just like, oh yeah, sure. But because I've never met any of you guys, and I went back to kind of see who I was talking to, and I'm like, okay, this looks legit. Like, I'll do it. So you guys are the second show. The first one I did was Sir Dork's interview.
Yes,
I did that one, and that was my very first one. So this is my very second one. So,
oh man,
nice.
I'm glad that you guys noticed me. I think it's pretty cool that you guys did that. And you guys didn't have to, and so I appreciate you guys for that.
That's the name of our game, the appreciation place, man. That's what we're doing up in here. Always trying to appreciate toy photographers in the community, because I mean, if we have to always band together, man. We're not. I mean, it's a large community. It's not as large though as people would think. So it's always good to like absolutely fellowship with the people in the community, because you never know the bonds you will make, man. You never know the people you'll run across, and the lasting friendships you'll make, brotherhoods with cats in the toy community, man, and females in the toy community too. Because I could say Smurfs in Action is one of the downest female photographers out there, man. She's an amazing person.
She's an OG.
And so it's like getting an opportunity to constantly give each other our flowers all the time is what this is about, man. And it just, this community constantly pays itself forward, I feel like, in one way or another. Like whether it's helping someone find a figure, whether it's getting somebody a figure, whether it's pushing people towards like a figure they're looking for. It's all about that, man. It really is all about that. So that's our motto, man, is continuing to show that appreciation, hoping that some of it rubs off and people show appreciation in the way they did. In fact, it's funny, we have the nomination thing that we do with Pic Bar, and we tell people to do it. Like, we get a few things, but Toy Addict hit me up today, and he's like, man, I got three people I want to nominate just for, so I'm going to post those later after we get done. But it's like, keep doing that, man, because if there's people out there that you see in their photography and you don't feel like they're getting recognition, or even if they're getting recognition and they just stand out to you, hit us up with it so we can feature them, man, because that's what we do, man. That's
yeah, for sure. I mean, I think one of the things that like helped me stick out a lot, like stick to this hobby and doing toy photography, was the fact that people like Jared, Sir Dork, started, at least for me, because that's the first person I started following. That's who got me into toy photography. And so when he started doing the challenges and then featuring people's stuff, or like anybody you come across that's like cool, like you tend to like kind of follow them because you're like, well, this person's cool. They're, you start asking them questions, you start learning from them. Like, I think that's what makes the community grow even bigger, because this is like another hobby that I have aside from, I'm really big on like firearms. That was one of my first hobbies. And I live in California, so I don't know how YouTube is. I don't want to like mess your guys' algorithm, get you guys any type of strikes.
No.
But because I had my rifle back here and I had to move it. I didn't know.
Oh man, look.
I didn't want you know how they are. You know how it is. I don't want you guys to get channel to get to. I don't know how that works. So but in that community, like a lot of people are really cool, but there is a lot of like gun snobs and a lot of people that judge you for buying certain firearms and liking certain calibers. Is just kind of childish, And what I noticed about this community is like everybody that I've come across, like everyone's been cool, everyone's been chill. Anytime I have a question, every now and again, like I've had a run in where I'll like message like a big creator or something and they don't get back to me, but then I see like how many followers they have, and so I kind of think like, damn, they probably get flooded with DMs all day, every day. So like a lot of the times you have to take into consideration, man, like it's almost impossible to probably answer all those questions all the time.
That's true.
You know, once you reach a certain level. So I try to not let those little things get to me. But for me, like, I've been doing this for 2 years, and it's taken me a lot to get to where I am now. And I still have a long way to go to where I really, you know, I feel like all of us aren't always really satisfied exactly where we're at. So we're always trying to reach and be better.
Right.
And, you know, I think it's kind of dope. Like, I've, you know, received messages now every now and then, like, hey, like, I like your photos. Like, how'd you do this? Or how did you do this edit? And so, like, I remember when I started and I was like, man, I was hungry for info, and, like, I would message certain people and certain people wouldn't get back to me, and I'd be, like, a little discouraged, like, fuck, like, how am I going to learn this? And so I try to do my part by, you know, help if I can. I'm not a pro, but I'll teach anybody anything, any question they have, like, I'll answer it to, like, the best of my knowledge. But, you know, like I said, like, it's dope to meet people that are, like, are into the same thing that you guys are into. Because, like, I'm the only one in my family that does it. Like, my family didn't even know that I did this till, like, recently when I did Sir Dork's interview. I told them, like, hey, you know, just come support it, you know, watch it, whatever. And they're like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know that you did this. And so they were all pumped, and they're like, how come you didn't tell us? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I'm not ashamed of it, but, like, I don't know. It just, you know, your family, so you know who's gonna be into what and who's not, you know. So I just kind of kept it to myself, and you know, they got into it. And then my cousin, you know, she likes all my stuff, and, you know, it's kind of dope. So, like I said, again, thank you guys. You guys all look like pretty dope people. I've seen a few of your, like, clips on YouTube and stuff, and you guys look pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah,
appreciate it. And you know, the thing is art is subjective. So, like, we're all kind of learners because everyone's putting up their interpretation of how they view whatever that action figure is. And I think for, like, for family and people like that in your peripheral, they're like, hey, you're taking shots at toys and stuff. You're doing. It's like, I think the appreciation will grow over time because they are going to start seeing more and more of everyone's shots as art, because ultimately that's what it is. And so it's just the fact that we're kind of in a niche right now, and it almost reminds me of comic books and stuff. It's like, at one time comic books was like, oh, you collect comic books, what you reading about, you know. But now,
you nerd,
is everywhere. The regular person knows who Iron Man is, and 20 years ago, you couldn't ask somebody on the street who Iron Man, who the hell's Iron Man? So it's like, I think it's just one of those things that I'm happy that we're all kind of at the ground floor, because I feel like most of us, when we started maybe 2 years ago, a little bit longer, or however long that was, it was kind of ground floor stuff. Like, there wasn't a lot of people. Now it's growing and growing and growing, and it's becoming more and more wide received and stuff. And so because I think people underestimate what you're able to do with those figures and how you're able to put them. And then when they go onto your page and they're like, what? You did that? And it's like, it becomes art. And they're like, dang, okay, maybe I need to back up off of them because they're doing something really cool here. So yeah, I think it's one of those things where I appreciate the community, and, you know, not to say that there aren't snobs in our community or whatever, because there's a few people, but at the same time, there's also us that like
who shall not be named.
I mean, and there's also, like, we like to bust each other's balls over things. It's like, don't get me wrong, Blitz and I are gonna go in on people up with McFarlane, but if I see a McFarlane shot that's amazing, I'm gonna also be like, that's off the chain, dude. So it's like, it's just one of those things where we like to give each other a hard time in the community.
But for the record,
that's what it is. You know,
for the record,
that's, you know, because and I think a lot of the anger that comes from with Blitz and I's thing with McFarlane is that we want him to be better, because we want to be able to collect those figures with as much enthusiasm as other people do. But we just can't come to it like that. So it's nothing against those people collecting those figures. It's more against him, man. It's like, give us better, man. So we can on the train.
I feel like, I mean, if I could add something to that, I feel like it's like, there are people who there's always those fanboys that like ride hard for like just a specific line, like say that's all they collect, right? And like, God forbid you say like a joint is loose or this like head sculpt sucks, you know, because it's like, oh well, you don't understand logistics, and like it's like what, like you don't understand how licenses work, and it's like it's not about that though. I don't have to be like an expert in any area of making toys and head sculpts and licenses and all that to understand like your quality, and I haven't been collecting long enough to really know. But I feel like for those of you that have been collecting for forever, as long as you guys can remember, you see the quality staying the same and the prices going up. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that at a certain point, you're just fucking us over because you have that massive amount of following that, man, you could shove a stick up their ass and then be like, it's for our own good. You know, it's like, you know, like there are people like that, you know, and, you know, sorry if I'm pissing. I don't know.
No, man, we're paying customers. We're paying customers.
But, you know, that's how a lot of people are. And people don't, like, for me, I like everything. I like McFarlane. I like Marvel. I just started getting to Mythic Legions. I haven't bought one, but I've been looking at them. I think they're pretty dope.
Oh, that's a rabbit hole. That is a rabbit hole.
Trust me. That's why I haven't bought one yet, because I've seen a few, and there's one that I saw that was like pretty dope. It was like I think it was like a Black Knight or something. I don't know. It looked pretty dope.
I know what you're talking about.
Oh, I've seen that one.
The only reason I'm not buying them right now is because I know myself, and I'll just go, you know, straight crazy and just buy a bunch of figures. And
this guy right here did that right here.
Hey, I did the same thing with these things.
See, like that little rabbit figure, I don't know anything about him, but I see people post them all the time, and I'm so tempted, but I gotta try to restrain myself because, you know, there's some pretty dope figures out there.
I'm just gonna get the rabbit, one and done.
Oh, Yimbo?
Nope, I've got like 4 now.
Yeah, you're getting Yusaki. Yeah, I'm gonna get Yusaki too because he's definitely worth getting. But
is that from like an anime?
No, he's an OG character that was owned by a company simultaneously to Mirage and Eastman, and eventually they crossed over way back, and he's kind of been affiliated with Turtles ever since. So yeah, he's old school, man.
Okay.
Yusaki's been around for 30 years, 40 years. I don't know, long time.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, he's old school. Him and Fugitoid, the other character, Fugitoid, that's kind of crossed over with Turtles. He's old school stuff. So we're definitely worth picking up. But I mean, there's so many rabbit holes out there. Toy Story. It's like there's a rabbit hole for everything if you really think about it.
Oh yeah, for sure, man.
You can fall down all of them, man.
Yeah, but Mythics is a different thing because you have your leaders, you have your generals, then you have your Legion builders, which is
Are builders like the people that like? Are you talking about like it's like a specific line, or like people that just collect that and build like a whole little army of like legions?
So for example, when I finally decided I was gonna go down the Mythic Legion line, I like strictly said I'm only gonna collect knights and skeletons. And so the skeletons you have the queen. I'll just go like that to make it easier. So they have the queen. She has 2 brothers, right? After that, you have like a general, and then you have like there's a skeleton. I would say like he's more like a sorcerer or like magician style, right? And then you have the Legion. So it's a skeleton with armor. It's like an army builder, and it comes with 2 torsos, a different skeleton with a helmet, or just a skeleton by itself. And you get 2 of them or 3 of them, and you can literally have 3 different army of skeletons just with the same figure, but 3 different. They'll look completely different.
Right. Oh, bro, that's dangerous.
Yeah, dope,
And
man.
it doesn't look as good if you don't collect all of them, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just say that I'm an impatient collector. When I'm in a rabbit hole, I like to go, and like my wife likes to yell at me for it.
Right.
And when I got the first skeleton, what was it, like a week Thor? I had like all of them.
Yeah, you were on it, man.
I spent
You weren't playing around.
like way over 1,000, like
Here's
getting
some
all the old
information.
school ones.
Rabbit says the video game will give most of the characters a storyline. Oh, that's dope. That's dope, man. That's real dope.
Oh, so it's based off a video game. These
No, I guess it's
No, I think
coming
you're talking
out.
about
It's based off a whole creative IP. Because the Four Horsemen used to do stuff for Mattel with Masters of He-Man Master Universe. Then they finally broke off as sculptors and designers to open their own stuff, and they came up with the Mythic Legions. That's why you'll see some of the Mythic Legions are kind of, I wouldn't say knockoff, but they're derivatives of Masters of Universe characters.
Yeah.
Because they
like Chrono.
Yeah.
Chrono is the mythic version of Trapjaw.
Exactly. Chrono.
Okay.
They got the dude that's like Moss Man. They got the dude that's like Spikor or Spidor. They got a bunch of different ones.
Josh in the chat said it the best. This is how I've been collecting maybe the last like 2-3 months. With Mythic, you just need to ask yourself if it's something you're gonna shoot. I don't buy anything unless I know I'm gonna shoot it.
Right.
Yep.
I've come to a point with collecting where I don't want to buy for quantity. I want to buy for something that's gonna have replay value or shooting.
And going back real quick. So Kaiser, I'm still mad. Yeah, he's $34. See, the thing is, the reason why they're able to pull that off Cox Grade because it's Iron Spider. They knew that he's a popular character that they could just issue him with some bullshit. They knew that. They knew that it's one of those type of figures that for a guy like me, who I'm completing the comic book Marvel Legends, I'm gonna pick them up regardless. Like they knew they got guys in like me, no matter what. They really didn't care about the people on the peripheral. They were like, am I collecting all the Marvel? They just were shooting for dudes like me. They would buy them no matter what just to complete my Spider-Man lineup. So it's jacked up that they do that.
And the red paint's 2 different shades too.
They're totally different. It's whack.
First Strike Fig said, "Buy everything, be a man."
There you go.
So I had a question for you guys. So how long have you guys been collecting figures, like any type of figures?
Oh, wow. Good question. Go for it.
Mine is probably 4 years.
4? So with that, I was going to ask why. I think one of my biggest gripes with collecting, like for me, when it came to guns, it was always like, oh, I want this, I'm going to go get that. And I would go and get it, right? But with toys, I've noticed like something will come out, like for example, Mesco. Mesco will announce something. When I started getting into Mesco, I joined a Facebook group, and there was people in there like complaining about like how they wouldn't release the figures, right? And you know, at first I was just kind of watching. I'm like, maybe like it got delayed or whatever. But as I started being more into collecting and more taking pictures and trying to buy figures, freaking Batman has been like on pre-order for like 4 years. Probably not that long, but like it seems like they'll announce a shit ton of figures, and everyone's like hyped up, like, oh fuck yeah, I got ideas for this. I'm gonna buy this one. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna buy 2, whatever. And then it just never comes out. And I think that that's one of my biggest frustrations is that sometimes I want to buy something and it doesn't come out at all.
Yes.
And it's like, I like McFarlane figures. I like Marvel Legends and all that. But sometimes you just want that quality of like a little bit more realism.
Yep.
Instead of just a cheap plastic figure.
Right.
You know, like because it just elevates your photos like 100% whenever you get something that, you know, way a little bit higher in quality.
And you
why do you
like
guys think that happens?
For it. You feel like you paid, you know, you feel like justified in the price you paid too. Right.
And one thing we always say is you can always tell like how much fun somebody is having through their shots, and that's going to shine so much more if they actually enjoy the figure they're shooting. If it's not, if it is that quality and not, oh it's this Spider-Man figure. It's not very great, but I'm going to shoot it because I have it.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah, and that's what I find myself doing a lot because I have a bunch of Marvel and McFarlane, and I'm not super picky when it comes to like, oh, I'm not buying this because it's cheap or anything. I'll still buy it if I like it. I'll buy it and I'll shoot it. But you can never compare the quality of a Hot Toy Spider-Man with Marvel Legends,
right?
And I've never bought a Hot Toys. I want to buy one, but like it's like like Blitz was just saying, it's like that's a whole nother rabbit hole in itself.
Yep.
And that is like $300-$400 for a figure. My girl definitely killed me for that.
And Cox says, "Sorry, I'm on a Hasbro hate train at the moment." No, man, it's like that's what we're talking about here.
I'm on a I hate McFarlane train all the time.
These toy companies, they can do better. They have the capacity to do better, man. And you shouldn't have to be paying import prices for these toys. You should be able to find something at a reasonable price. And the fact of the matter is, the reason why you should be able to do that is because the toys that we're seeing at Target and Walmart are not designed for like kids. Parents aren't buying a $20 figure, let alone a $30 figure. They're not buying that. They're not sitting there and walking through the aisle seeing Green Arrow and being like, I got to get you that Green Arrow for $19.99. They're not doing that.
Nor going, let's get you that NECA Predator figure right there.
We're not getting the figure for $30. So that being said, they know that the base is collectors. So just do better. You know what? We're actually fueling your market. If we stop buying your stuff, you'd be screwed. Because some parents aren't going to be out there buying this stuff for no 10-year-old, no 4-year-old. We're not doing that.
And you know what's funny about that? I went to Walmart with my girl, and I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to the toy section and see what they got." So I'm walking, and then a guy comes out from the other side of the aisle, and we're both walking towards the same like McFarlane thing. And there's this little kid in the aisle just looking, and me and him looked at each other. And we just ran like to get the last figure because there was just one box there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
And so like the little kid's like looking at us like, what the fuck? And so the guy grabs it, and then we both just kind of laughed. I'm like, all right, bro, you beat me. And then he was laughing, and then we just kind of went about our day or whatever. And I thought it was the funniest thing because I told my girl, I was like, you got a 30-year-old man and probably another 30-year-old man running down the aisle. And this little kid's just standing there like, what the fuck? And it's true. Like, the base is collectors. It's adults. Like, you don't hear a little kid saying, oh, damn, Mom, I wanted this one because it has 2 head sculpts and 3. Kids don't give a shit, No. Like, you give a kid a stick, paint it purple or whatever, and tell him it's a sword. He's going to be swinging it around. He's not scared. So they know what they're doing. I feel like, I think like to bring it back to like even like Mesco again, like I've been seeing a lot of people post on Facebook about like, they'll post like whole long letters thinking like Mesco is going to read it. I highly doubt that they're reading it. But I think one of the biggest gripes is they were saying like they're delaying all these figures. They're taking NRDs, pre-orders like crazy. They sell out, and then the figure never comes out, and then they're not transparent with their fans. They're not addressing it. They're not saying, hey, because of like, I don't know, like, the, what do you call it? The shipment delays. You know how like there's a big like, what do you call it? You know how when the boats, a lot of the barges were like, deliver stuff. Like they're not even making like an announcement, even on their page. It would be cool if they were just like, hey, like I know y'all been waiting, and this and this and this is going on due to delays and lack of like employees or whatever it is. Like at least give somebody an explanation of why you're taking our money, but yet you're not delivering on your product on your end.
You would think that they would do that, but honestly, I feel like Mezco there's so much boutique that they don't give a shit. Like they're honestly straight boutique if you really think about their selling point and how they set themselves up. They're straight boutique, so they don't give a shit, man. That's why they haven't released any statements about
it. And then they don't have to because people still keep pre-ordering.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Yeah.
People start asking questions, and then the following week you have a new figure up for pre-order.
Just
to shut people up.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like Mezco's like Maz Kanata from Star Wars. A good question for another time.
Well, okay. Also, we have Unworthy says, I don't know, my son gets mad if Power Rangers don't come with regular heads. Well, that's because you got Power Rangers in front of him, so of course he's collecting. Other parents ain't got Power Ranger figures, so their kids are like, what the hell's that?
Why doesn't mine look like that?
And then Samurai says, I object. My kid is 10, so I'm paying for double figs. He knew the difference between a kid's toy and a collectible action figure early. Yeah, because you're a collectible. You collect stuff. Like I'm telling you, the people, like for instance, just what Toy Story was talking about earlier. His family, some of my family, they're looking at our pictures. That's when they're seeing those figures. They're not going to Target or Walmart seeing those figures and picking them up for their kids. I know nieces and nephews and stuff, they ain't got them figures. So they're seeing them through my pictures. So they're not, parents aren't taking them out to buy them figures. They're only your kids are getting them guys because you guys are collectors. So of course they're going to get them, which is dope. Like that's dope. But it does kind of make it hard on the wallet if your child now wants to collect just alongside you. It's like, dang, all right.
Put up First Strike's comment. I actually have something.
Let's see what First Strike say.
He said his dad called him names when he brought action figures. I'm gonna tell you a story about my father. So my father, right, when I started collecting, and he used to see my collection, he used to tell me it was a waste of money. He was like, "Oh, why do you have it?" and blah blah blah. Mind you, at the time when my father was alive, my father was a big, you remember Home Shopping Network? Remember they used to have the antique cars?
Yeah.
Like the scaled metal cars. He used to hoard them and Hot Wheels. And I used to tell him, I'm like, but you got a fucking bin in the closet full of shit. He goes, it's not the same thing. Yes, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Yeah. Nah, man. It's but if let's just say 85 to 90% of the people keeping these companies in business with action figures is collectors, man. Now Hasbro gets away with it because they play that bullshit because they got nerfs and stuff like that. In My Little Pony, they do have stuff that's geared strictly towards kids, so that's why I think they're even bending us even more because they know that, man, we could lose the action figures and we'll still be making billions because we got all this other stuff. But that doesn't mean you have to behave that way, Hasbro, just because you can. So it's
I think the day that stuff like that will stop. I don't think it will ever stop, but I feel like the only way that it could stop would be like if people really just got tired of the bullshit and we're just like we're not buying this no more and really dedicated to not buying nothing at all. Right. And it actually kind of hurt their pockets because companies don't like losing money, even if it's a few dollars. Like to us, that seem a few dollars. To them, their bottom line is profit all the time. That's even if they felt a little bit of like a flesh wound of like fuck, like we really are like people aren't playing. I feel like they would start giving collectors what they want, but because, like I said, there's fanboys and they make excuses for everything.
Yeah,
and then they'll still go off and buy it. Even though it's trash, even though like they release some stuff that's straight garbage, like they're gonna keep doing it. Right. They're going to just because they're still making money.
Yeah.
And even I don't know how it works, but like even figures that are on clearance, like like that sit on the shelves for super long. I'm sure that even after how people say, well, I'm not gonna buy this at full price. I'm just gonna wait till it goes on clearance. I'm assuming that they still get a cut of that.
Right.
So
Yeah.
if massive amounts of people go and buy stuff on clearance, it ends up adding up, and they probably end up making their bottom line because people bought it cheaper but bought more quantities of it because they're cheaper.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, because
you gotta. Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Blitz. Go ahead, Blitz.
I was gonna say you got to think about it like this. So let's say it's a Marvel Legend figure and it's $30, right?
Mhm.
And let's say Target is the one that's going to be selling it. So Target pays a set amount for whatever case amount they're going to be getting. Let's say they get a pallet, and on each pallet is 50 cases of 6 figures each, right? Just an example. So if the figure sells for $30, Target has to pay a sum to Hasbro for selling the figure. So out of the $30 that Target will sell it for, they have to pay Hasbro $20.
Right.
So they keep $10 in profit, or $10 for themselves, as they sell.
Yeah.
So with clearance figures, if it's actually a loss for Target, but because they have to recycle inventory. So if let's say, perfect example, fucking Lando's been peg warming since the Star Wars saga began.
That's right.
Let's say he's $5 right now. That figure sells for $5. Target still has to pay $20 to Hasbro, and they take the loss. But it's because you have to keep recycling inventory. So either way, Hasbro, McFarlane, they're gonna get their money regardless.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you have to also remember at the price point that they're making these figures for, they're charging us that much, but it's like a 400% markup. Because the actual Spider-Man figure, for them to make it, I guarantee you, having the molds that they continually reuse, having the prints that they do, having the access that they have, that figure probably costs about $3 to make, if not cheaper. So they mark it up 400% to get that profit. But like Blitz said, they're not losing any money. Target and Walmart and stuff, like, they do lose money, but Hasbro and no money.
This is why Hasbro, in a marketing aspect, they're very smart. You create Hasbro posts. Why do you create Hasbro posts? Because hey, I'll have my product before Target will have my product. You can just pre-order directly from me. You spend the $30 on the figure. I get full profit.
Full profit.
Cut if I send it to Target. And if you think about it, that's smart on Hasbro's end, because there was a time not too long ago where Targets weren't getting shit. You were lucky that if you found one case of something in a Target. So that could have been a marketing strategy on Hasbro too. How do we make more money? Okay, we'll distribute whatever we distribute to Target, Walmart, Best Buy, whatever it is that Hasbro goes, or whatever, mom and pop shops.
Right.
But we'll distribute a certain amount, and we'll hold all inventory for ourselves, the large quantity in the inventory for ourselves. And then you just keep promoting Hasbro posts, start sending emails. Like, I know you guys go through your emails and you'd be like, oh shit, Toy Wiz just emailed me out of nowhere. Look, they're having a sale on this and this and this.
That's right.
And that's just pretty much like, here, I'm going to have everything and I'm going to take full profit.
And that's what they're just like this. They Hasbro charging $130 for the Mojo set. And it shouldn't be that much because it didn't cost them that much, but they know they can get away with it. Here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think that their time is running short, to be honest. Like, and I'm not saying like short like in the next year or so, but I'd say over the next 5 years. Because here's what's gonna happen. If they don't start changing up their ways, there are other companies out there that are doing it and catching up to them. I'll name one, for example, Mafex. Mafex may charge you more for the figure, but you're getting absolute quality and accessories when you get it, right? The only thing holding back Mafex is the actual amount of stuff they have out. But if you were to get a Mafex MCU figure, a Mafex Marvel Comics figure, a Mafex DC figure, a Mafex DC Universe figure, it's leaps above the Marvel Legends or Todd McFarlane counterparts. The only thing holding them back is they just don't have the library yet. But when their library starts catching up, you're going to see people going, okay, I'll hold off and pay the 80 for that one figure because at least I know what I'm going to get with it. And I don't need to worry about getting this wave or getting this thing, because the problem that Marvel and McFarlane are going to run into is that by releasing all these characters, they're flooding the market with so many characters that eventually people are going to be cherry picking exactly who they want to have. And they're going to go, I don't need to buy a wave if I can just wait and buy one Mothex and I'm good to go. And I have the quintessential version of that figure. So they're going to have to change up their methodology soon. They're going to run into a wall, man, because you can't keep charging that much for people with just not giving them enough quality control and not giving them enough stuff to work with when they're using their figure. You get a Mothex figure just like in SHF Figure Arts. You get 1,000 hand sculpts. You get different head sculpts. You get all kinds of stuff packed into one package that gives you so many photo ops, so many different ways to do the photo ops. With a Marvel Legend or a McFarlane, you basically get one shot at it. It's like it's that one profile shot or that one shot, and that's all I got to work with.
This is why I love Storm Collectibles, because yes, they take long to come out, but you know when it's coming out.
Yep.
Like they announced Kano. Yes, they made the mold first, and then you gotta wait for the pre-order to go up. Kano went up for pre-order. Bam, you know he's coming out in February, March, and it's gonna come out. It's not like like with Mezco, like you said, like you order something, you pre-order, and you just hope for the best, pretty much.
Right.
But like with Hasbro is trying to put out figures. Mattel is trying to put out figures, and not meeting demand. McFarlane meets demand. This is the problem with McFarlane that I have when it comes to demand. He's meeting the demand so well that yes, he's the top selling toy seller, right? But he's meeting demand so well that he's taking a loss from it.
Yeah.
Because he's putting out so many figures at the same time.
Yep.
Yes, they sell, but they're not all selling. So you have peg warmers, you have fully stocked shelves in Target. I mean, and be honest, like 85% of the collectors that go to Target and Walmart, they're not looking at McFarlane. They're looking for Marvel Legends.
No, that's true.
Yep.
They're looking for the Renoir Vials, Black Series.
That's why you always see McFarlane on shelves, but sometimes the Marvel Legends section will be empty.
Yep.
And if you notice, have you ever seen a McFarlane figure go on clearance faster than a Hasbro figure?
No, you actually haven't.
Nope.
You're right about that, Blitz. That just doesn't happen.
And that's because he keeps pushing out figures, pushing out figures. So it's like Target is recycling them so fast, but he's taking a loss in meeting the demand. He's thinking he's the head of the game. Like, oh, I'm pushing out figures. My stuff is going to be in stores. Yeah, it's going to be in stores and it's going to stay in stores because people are going to look at it. Oh, I already got it. You don't need 30 of one type of Batman on a shelf, another Batman on a shelf, then have Red Hood on the shelf. Like 30 of each.
Yeah, it's never a problem finding McFarlane figures. You can walk right in the store and get what you want.
Yeah.
It's man.
My thing is like, okay, you know how you're talking about the Lando? So why not just put that, like, the amount of inventory they used for Lando, it seems like they just like overstocked on like crazy, right? And he's just sitting there. Why not overstock on all the figures that everybody likes and that everybody can get them? Or is
if
it
you think about it, they kind of I wouldn't say they fully did it with the wave that recently released, but they kind of did it with the Obi-Wan figures, because Darth Vader, Fifth Brother, Reva, Tika, they're all peg warming in my targets.
Right.
But it's because there's so many like Lando.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's like I wonder if they took the Landos from the carded versions and it was just like surplus overstock and they just put them in boxes. Like, here we go, we got another Lando for you guys.
Yeah.
Probably.
They're
dude.
pushing out so much, thinking that people really need it, and it's like it's peg warming now because
And
there's so many.
I think it just comes down to them not being able to read their fans. They're not reading the audience, man. It's like a comedian, man. You got to read the audience. And what what they're doing, what Hasbro's doing, is that with the Star Wars, it's like make certain characters more limited based on the popularity of the character, what you're trying to do with it. It's like you don't need Lando necessarily to be a mainstream release. He could be like PulseCon or something like that. He could be on there or whatever. And flip to that, they should be stormtroopers out there. The stormtroopers should be out on the shelves at all times for everybody to get as many as they possibly want, right? Because
I think that's gonna happen.
They're the main army building characters, but instead it's like let's put they did the same damn thing with G.I. Joe. You've got Cobra Trooper, this and that. Cobra Trooper's exclusive. That's the main character. Cobra Trooper should be like dozens on the shelf. And then you could have one Duke or something like that because you only need one Duke. So put out a couple of them, but put out dozens of Cobra Troopers. You don't.
What you call gung ho Chuck Liddell?
Yeah, Chuck Liddell. You didn't need Chuck Liddell.
He peg warms.
He's still peg warming. You can still find Chuck Liddell.
Dude, he's everywhere.
Yeah, and Cox
it's like why the army troopers get one per
put
case?
Lando in a 2-pack with something fire. That's the only way. Yeah, because like if you put him with something, but Stormtroopers should be readily available. And 88 Fix to buy Stormtroopers off AliExpress. I did buy some off of there, and they're exactly identical to the releases. So that's Hasbro losing money. They're stupid.
But you know what I kind of noticed too? Like some knockoff figures are like the same price.
Yeah, they can be. They actually can be.
Because I was looking on eBay. I'm like, I'm gonna buy some knockoffs. Like, I don't even care what they look like, as long as it looks, a little bit legit. Like, just to take photos with. It's not like I'm gonna resell them or anything.
Right.
So, but I was looking for some stormtroopers, and I mean, I don't know enough about Star Wars to really know like what's a fake and what's not. But some of them, actually, a lot of them were actually around the same price as actual stormtroopers you get at Target.
Yeah, it just depends. You have to, like with AliExpress. AliExpress is weird, because sometimes, like what has happened with the community is like, it's a scalper central out here in the wilderness, and so what has happened with AliExpress is that you will actually find real figures, like the real ones, because some people are using AliExpress like Macari. Other people are using AliExpress to do knockoffs. So if you see that it is matching up close to the real price, then it's actually the real item. They just got to it sooner. They got it, whether they're in Canada or China or whatever, they got it sooner. So now they're able to buy bulk and flip that stuff. So you can tell, like, if on AliExpress, if it's stock photo, the biggest telltale sign it's a knockoff is they just got stock photos on there. If they actually got photos of packaging and things like that, then it's actually the real item. If it's stock photos, then they're just throwing up stuff that they're going to charge you like $10 for or whatever, and it's going to be a knockoff. But if they've actually got real pictures of the packaging that it came in and even the shipping thing that it came in, then it's just like Macari. It's a real or eBay. It's like a real thing. It really is.
I mean, like for stormtroopers, like for a while I've kind of wanted to take like a shot with like a bunch of stormtroopers, but man, it's hard. It's kind of hard to come by, and when you do, they're expensive. And I'm like, I have to spend a good amount of money because, in my eyes, like a good amount of stormtroopers for a shot would it be at least like 4 or 5 of them.
Yes.
Right? And man, that's a lot of money for have some background stuff, like.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess if I really want to take the shot, I'm gonna have to do it. But
right.
But you know, I don't know. I like I said, I think it all comes down to us as consumers and like collectors. Like it comes down to us and what we're buying.
Right.
As long as we keep buying the trash figures that they come out with,
yep,
they're gonna keep making them and they're gonna keep peg warming, and it's never gonna stop.
Yep, you're right. That's it right there. You said it. It's I mean, they're gonna keep getting people that like just okay, I gotta have that figure because I mean, they know what they're doing. They know we have the impulse buying bug in ourselves sometimes, and we'll just be walking an hour, or we'll see something pop on pre-order, and we'll just like get it out of impulse. It's one of those things. It's a fine dance, man, because either you're okay with collecting exactly what you collect, so then you break off into collecting specifically what you want, like Blitz does with it, with the Mortal Kombat, he does with Mythic Legions, he does with his Jurassic Park. He's just specifically buying those things, or you end up buying stuff, and the only way to combat it is you go ahead and start clearing your stuff out and selling other things, so you can make stuff you want to get. So it's a fine dance that we play, man.
Yeah,
man.
And man, those dinosaurs are expensive.
Oh, they get up there, man.
Yeah.
I wanted to buy a
dinosaur, man.
I wanted to buy a dinosaur because I'm like, I want to take a dinosaur shot because I was thinking of doing a shot for my little nephew because he loves dinosaurs. He's all into dinosaurs right now. So I wanted to take a shot for him. And man, $40 for a T-Rex that's like, it was like a decent size. It wasn't too big, but I'm like, damn, like that's a lot of money for. I mean, maybe I don't care because I don't care for dinosaurs and stuff like that. I was just doing it for him. So I'm that's probably why I didn't go off and buy one. But we buy what we care about, and we can see, like if you see an old Marvel Legend from like back in like I don't know 3 years ago, and it costs $100, like there's people that like it that bad that they'll buy it. So.
Yep. That's this guy. I've done that before. It's one I need to fill out like a gap that I got. I'll get it just because I'm completing on them. But
I think we've all been in that situation.
That was me last month with Goro.
With
Goro
the dinos,
me back $400.
You gotta. I think sometimes it's good to like. I know I got a ton of Velociraptors for 6-inch scales when they went on clearance at Target. I just bought them up. So it's all in waves. Like you just gotta wait for that particular wave to hit, and then those things may hit clearance, and then you're good to go.
I mean, the best thing I could tell you from my starting of getting Jurassic Park figures, so I collect the 3.75-inch figures because I don't have space for the larger ones.
Right.
Target always has them on sale and online. So the best thing I could say is that when they're on sale online, they're even more on sale in store.
Right.
Because I got the T-Rex and the car pack, and that normally was $50. I got them for $27. I got 2 of them.
Dang.
Nice.
And like the dinosaurs, I like the one that I just opened now. I got it for $10 on Amazon.
I was even thinking of hitting up yard sales and looking at.
A
lot of times, like parents will get rid of a lot of good shit because their kids don't play with it no more.
That's right.
So I felt like I think that'll be a good place to look.
For $200 for a Vegeta. Oh man. Well, if you pay that much
for Goro.
If you paid that much for that Vegeta, I better not see you selling them next month.
He's gonna be like, "Yo, bros, $150. Here we go."
Yeah,
$100.
When you spend that much money on one figure, that's a keeper. You keep him forever, man.
I think the most I spent for a figure, probably like a little bit over $100. And I think that's regular for. I bought the holiday mezcal last year, the Christmas one. The Gomez.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh already sold them.
Come on, man.
I'm not even surprised.
Next time you want to do an impulse buy like that, just send me the 200, and I'll buy a bunch of stuff and send you some of that stuff that I buy for both of us.
And you know what? Like, I don't sell any of the figures I have because I don't know. I think I just get lazy on that part. of having to go package it up, go and pay for the shipping and doing all that. However that process works. I think that's why I don't really get rid of anything. I just kind of pass on whatever I don't like anymore to my nephews. I just like here, like the other day, my nephew came in and he's like, "Oh, I want to play." This guy, he knows the good stuff because he went straight to the Mesco and the Mafex. Like, "Oh, I want this," and I was like, "No, you get this Fortnite figure over here." So he was. Yeah. Once they get older, they know.
Man, no, I'm like you though, Toy Story. I'm not selling anything because I bought only what I want. Yeah. If I don't want it, I ain't buying shit. I only buy the stuff that I know I'm keeping. Period. It's like that's it. That's why it helps me because I'll see lots of people posting like, "Man, this figure's for pre-order." This, and I'll just be like, "Okay, cool." And I pass a lot of stuff up because I'm not gonna want it, keep it. So why even buy it?
I collected a bunch of things in the beginning when I started because it's like, when you first get into something, you're like, man, you want everything. And I think I bought a bunch of shit that I didn't even care for just to buy it, So, but I mean, that's all part of the thing. At the end of the day, it doesn't go to waste because it goes to my, like I said, my nieces and nephews. So cool for that. They get some free figs.
Oh, I see what happened to Coxbury. He got caught up in that scalper thing. Because he probably wanted the figure at the time, couldn't find it, and so he went on and paid that scalper price. No, I got you. But again, like I said, I did that for the Retro Spider-Man, the first one. But that's because he's one of my favorite figures. So, but I'm okay paying. I think he was like $60 or something just for the one, but it's worth it because it's Spider-Man. He sits on my shelf, so it's all good.
First strike, just pull the trigger, man. Just get it. Just get it. Get it. You said buy everything, be a man.
Yeah, dude. He did say buy everything.
Buy everything, be a man.
Just do it.
I don't know. Like I paid what I paid for Goro, but it was because I know they're not gonna re-release Goro. At least I knew they were gonna re-release. Yes, I knew they were gonna re-release Shao Kahn because Shao Kahn is different throughout the Mortal Kombat games.
Right.
Goro is fucking Goro.
Yeah.
So I was like, I had to do it.
What did you think of that new Mortal Kombat movie that came out?
I loved it.
Did you really?
Yeah. It had a lot of things that I wanted in a Mortal Kombat game. Yes, there could have been a lot more.
Right.
I felt like it should have been like, first of all, I didn't like Reptile. I didn't like the way he looked at all. Even though in somebody was saying that that's not really Reptile, but yes, that was Reptile. Yeah. And I think there should have been a tournament. It shouldn't have been a fighting of just going back and forth. I did like the idea of an original Mortal Kombat person, like character in Cole.
Right.
I just didn't like his powered ability.
Right.
I think it should have been something else.
Yeah. But wasn't it a setup though, Blitz? For the next
it was.
Aren't they setting it up to kind of hopefully are they doing another one? Aren't they?
They got signed on for part 2 and part 3.
Yeah, so I thought it was just this one was almost like a dang prequel if you think about it.
I mean, pre-story. Like I already knew that we were gonna get Noob Saibot because the dude that played Sub-Zero, his contract is if it got approved, he's willing to do 6 movies.
Oh, dope.
Damn.
So we already know he's gonna be Noob Saibot in the second one. They already picked the character to play his brother.
Oh, dope.
To be the new Sub-Zero.
That's dope.
I heard they're close to finding an actor to play Johnny Cage.
Oh, that's dope. Huh.
I feel like
it's not the dude that played Cyclops. I hope it's not him.
What?
Yeah, he was up for it. I forgot his name.
The younger Cyclops or the older one?
No, the older one.
James Marsdenson is up to what?
Yeah.
That dude need to stick to Sonic movies.
Yeah.
Stick with Sonic.
I feel like it could have been better to I enjoyed it. I'm not really like hypercritical of movies when it comes to movies and stuff. But like you said, I feel like it could have been better. Like they could have just done a tournament. I feel like if they did it, I feel like they should have done it exactly how it was on the first one that came out, the one in the 90s, but just updated animations. You know, like they have so much better like technology now. I feel like if they would have stuck to just the exact way they did the first one for like new audience and newer people that didn't really know about Mortal Kombat like that, I feel like it would have been an even bigger hit because and it kind of like I felt like it lacked like action sequences. Like
it was rushed for what it was. I mean, you got to remember at the same time their budget. But have you ever seen Mortal Kombat Legends?
Oh, the animated?
Yeah, both of them.
That's sick, dude. It's sick.
They have the Scorpion one and they have the tournament one.
Right.
Those were pretty good. If they would have did the movie like the tournament one, it would have been great. And if they would have followed the story for Scorpion's Mortal Kombat Legend movie, I think it would have been much better.
That was sick, dude. That was sick story.
The whole point was to get Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat movie, pretty much. That was pretty much the whole point. Get Cole to get Scorpion.
Yep.
But it was like there was no real build-up or hype to it.
Right.
And it should have been in the tournament style. So there should have been like in the Mortal Kombat when Reptile was the hidden character. It should have been, if you're trying to get Scorpion, they should have did something in a tournament style where Scorpion was the hidden character.
Right.
And he came out to fight.
That's right.
Not Cole having the blade and his blood touching it and Scorpion coming. But it should have been a tournament.
Everybody's giving me a hard time about James Masterson. He's a good actor, don't get me wrong, but I think for Johnny Cage, I don't know, dude. I don't see him being Johnny Cage.
They were even talking about who's this guy? Chris Pratt.
Or no, he said, or Toyak says Chris Pine. I don't see him either as Johnny Cage.
I don't know. There's a lot of talks going on, but they're planning on shooting soon. They're planning on shooting like in February.
Right. I mean, I'm trying to think who would be a good. I mean, if you want to get some mileage out of it, I would hope you'd cast a younger actor just so he can, get a few movies out of him.
I don't know. You need somebody who's going to be a cocky prick.
Right. But also,
that can fight.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It also looks like they could, Yeah. I mean, the castings half the time with some of the movies just be weird. And I think they just do it randomly because that's who's available. It's like, you not everybody is Disney can really go find the casting that's like perfect for things half the time. Gotta just get some of my beer belly to fine tune again. No, the old Cyclops. That's the old. Chris Pine isn't the old Cyclops. Chris Pine was Captain Kirk in the reboot.
Oh yeah, no, I don't think he'll be playing Johnny Cage.
Yeah. He's in Dungeons and Dragons movie or something like that coming out.
I can't think of anybody that would be a good.
Spit on by Harry Styles. You get spit on by Harry Styles right now. Chris Pine getting spit. But yeah, man, it's like that, man. I guess we can roll into the appreciation and see what we got. We got some good shots, I think. Let's see what we got, man.
You want me to tell you first photo or?
I think it was I don't know. It depends on if this thing don't crash on me. It's acting really goofy. It told me I need to restart the computer, but I was being late and didn't want to do it. Guess that's what you get. Do it.
If we're going from the bottom, the first one is First Strike Figs.
Was it Mickey Mouse?
Yep.
Cool. Give me a second. Come on. Man, don't do this to me.
It's Toddy Mac in the background, bro.
Yep. I mean,
yep. He's like,
we've gotten away free and clear a couple about Toddy Mac, but it never fails. He's coming out. You keep playing with him like that. He knows. He watches. He knows. Like, I'm gonna get him. Freeze up all this stuff. Now it's completely frozen. Come on, man.
Well, while we're waiting, what kind of beer do you guys like?
Beer?
Yeah.
I drink Blue Moon and Corona, but I drink Blue Moon because I chase that with alcohol.
Do you guys like IPA?
I had IPA at City Field, bro, and I forgot what it's called, 60 something. That shit fucked me up, bro.
Yeah. I'm drinking this one right here. My cousin's husband got it for me. It's 9%. Pretty good.
Oh. Okay. I'm a Dos Equis dude.
Yeah,
I like Stella.
Is this still freezing up? Can you see?
I can see it.
I can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, here we go then.
All right. So this is my first photo. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I can pull it up on my phone too because I can't see that. I'm old and I'm blind. All right. So yeah, so this is my first photo. This is First Strike Figs. It's Mickey Mouse from Fantasia. Bro, I hit him up and I told him, I was like, yo, bro, this hit me in all the right feels, nostalgic memories of my childhood.
Yep.
This photo is right out of the movie.
Yeah.
Right out of the scene. I can picture the brooms dancing in the background. Like, it's dope. This is a badass shot. From the figure to the effects, the background, and the simplicity of where he's standing.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just all accurate.
Yeah, this is enabling 101. Enabling 101.
I'm not gonna lie.
Super 7, right?
Yep.
Super 7.
I looked up. I looked up to buy the figure like an hour after he posted. You know.
I like the way that like the way he did the lighting, man. Like his lighting's always great. Like
yes.
Yeah.
All right, let me see what he wrote. So he put, always appreciate you boys. Thanks for the feature and share. I took this using my Canon T7 and my 105mm macro lens.
Nice.
Once I picked up this Mickey, I had to recreate the famous scene from Fantasia. To do that, I wanted to combine practical and digital effects and blend them in. I used real smoke / fog, sparklers, and bounce purple backlight. Then the rest are all Photoshop brushes and blur effects. I also used the Orton effect that the amazing at Scott.blind showed me. I've been focusing on a few aspects in my shots recently. Masking / digital effects have been my recent goal. As you all know, I love to shoot so many different lines. It's so hard. It's always hard to answer this. I just like toys.
Yes.
Yes, there we go.
Nice. That's dope, dude.
Yeah.
I love that figure.
Yeah. I think he's enabling me right now because I seen it at the local collectible shop, man. I have to go back.
Oh.
Is that from like, what is that from? Like, who carries those type of, just a Disney store or something?
No, I seen him. The shop has them. They're Super 7. Yeah. They carry all Super 7. So
I think you could get it even on Amazon.
Yeah, you can
probably.
But I seen him there, just sitting there. He's been sitting there a while, so I might have. Him and the lion, the dude, I forget the lion dude. That's the king. The heck is that cartoon?
Oh, Prince John.
Yeah, Prince. Yeah, he's sitting there too.
Yeah.
You know what that means? If they sit in there, Thor, they need a home. That means you gotta get
pull the plug. Pull the plug.
This is my second photo. Dope. This is our boy Midnight Stars Custom.
Yes.
Once again, a little sideline. His giveaway is still going on. I'm gonna close the giveaway Saturday so I can start setting up all the photos and the names for the giveaway Sunday. You guys can go back to the Lazy Boys page, look at the post. Don't forget to create a Wolverine shot with the hashtag Midnight's Lazy Shot. Or I think that's is one of those hashtags. I'm sorry, I'm tired. But to go to this shot, lately Midnight's been killing it. He's been leveling up on his shots with colors. And this blew my mind the way he set it up. So we all know the Megazord, but this is that big, I forgot what company made it, Megazord. The one with the open chest. It's huge.
Yeah.
And he was able to photograph it so well.
Yeah.
I love the lights. I love the subtle dark background, which makes the red on his chest and the eyes and the light just pop even more.
Yes.
And then the little effects on the side, it just makes it even better.
Yeah.
It's a dope shot.
Yeah, I love how the flames on the side just frame the figure perfectly.
Yeah.
I want to know how he did the flames. That's pretty dope. I like the colors on them.
He matched it perfectly.
That's why I said lately.
At first, I thought they were real flames.
Yeah.
Lately, he's been upping his colored game on photos.
Yes.
I think green is brushing off on him.
Yep.
But he said, "Thanks for the feature, brothers. Got inspired to shoot the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Megazord with inner light. I inserted my Ulanzi in his chest, which is dope.
Nice.
That's a dope idea.
Yeah.
Eyes have our light up feature for the toy, so the eyes light up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's dope.
This is what kills me. He still uses his phone, and he was able to get a crazy shot with his phone.
Yeah.
So he put using my iPhone for my pictures. Thanks for the shout out, and see you guys on Sunday for the wheel spin giveaway.
You know it.
Yes, sir.
That's dope. Put the Ulanzi in the Megazord. That's a good.
If he would have never said it, I would have never known.
Me
Because
either.
I'm not thinking it's a light in there.
Nope.
I'm thinking that's the part of the chest that he just made illuminate.
Yeah, but he put the Ulanzi in there. All right, that's clever, Midnight. That's a good one.
And I always tell people, like, man, you don't need a DSLR all the time to take some dope pictures.
Nope.
Yep.
No, you do not. Green can attest to that. This man is an expert.
Green is the king of the
cheap
phones
lights
over here.
Appreciate that, but nah.
No, there's times where I'll take a picture with my camera and my DSLR, and I don't like how they come out at all. But I'll take I'll take a picture with my phone instead.
Yeah.
So this is Fast Eddie's Nerdery.
This is awesome.
This was his tribute shot for our boy, our brother, Brian Tuscan Traders, who passed away. This is an amazing shot.
Yeah.
And I remember him saying he was worried if this wouldn't be good or not, and he
killed it. Yeah.
Yes.
He nailed it. This is a shot worthy, and I know Ryan would be laughing and proud of this, especially with the black label Lego.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I love his Lego shots. He's always killing it with posing for his Lego shots and scenery, and it always comes out great. But this shot was like top notch. Just the angle of the shot, the pose. You can picture it's like Deadpool singing. Like he's singing holding a bottle, and he's just like waiting for something to happen.
Yep.
It really looks like he's on the side of a building somewhere.
Right.
Like he's just...
Then you got the water tower in the background with the Deadpool sticker.
Yep.
And then pulling that off with a Lego scale. Come on, bro. That's Lego scale. That's
I tried taking a Lego shot and it looked terrible, so I never posted it. I was like, nah, it's not happening.
I'm not even gonna try, so you're ahead of me.
So he said, it's the high five emoji, I guess. You guys farkin' rock. Oh man. Glad I could pay tribute and honor Ryan with this shot. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, bro. Yes.
Thank you.
It's off the chain. Dang, that's sick. with a Lego, man.
Did you guys all personally know Ryan?
I mean, we wouldn't be together for whatever.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be sitting there on this thing. I'm just letting you know. So yeah.
We all been talking together for what, 3+ years every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember one day, well, I got on and I saw a lot of people that I follow posting tributes to him.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, I never got the chance to meet him or talk to him or anything. Like, I didn't know who he was, but you know, from everything everyone posted, I'm like, man, like everybody loved this guy. Like, you know, I wish I would have got the chance to, like, you know, get to know him a little bit. Like, he seemed like a really cool dude.
Oh man, he was next level.
No,
the most genuine, upright person from the get-go.
Yep.
You would ever like get to meet. That'll have you questioning, like, is this fool for real? But yeah, exactly. He was. I said it last time. Thor nose, green nose. He was a real one, man, from day one.
Yeah. It's man. It's one of those things, man, where it's just like this whole. I'm telling you, everything still feels surreal, bro. So it's like, it's kind of like, because you expect you're gonna talk to him every single day. So it's like, what? Yeah, man. He's good people, man. Real good people. You know. So and we ain't done with him. We ain't done giving him accolades. So just so people know, that ain't stopping. Get prepared. That's how it goes.
He deserves all the praise, bro.
Yep.
All of it.
That goes.
So this is my next one. This is our boy Rob, Op 975. I live in New York.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this shot, and I was in 10th grade when the towers were hit, and you could see it out of my classroom window. I'll never forget it. I remember the teacher, Mr. Sturgis. I was in English class, and I saw the first plane hit, and everybody thought it was one thing, and then everybody saw the second plane hit. Oh man, it was just crazy. I'm not gonna get into that, but
wow,
this shot right here, awesome tribute shot.
Yeah.
For those of you that don't know, Rob also lives here in New York.
Yep.
But this is a dope shot. He paid tribute to the Twin Towers in a nice black and white style with two iconic figures from New York, Captain America and Spider-Man.
Yep.
Queens Bros.
Yep. And he nailed it.
Yeah.
He nailed it. Beautiful tribute shot. Awesome work. Yeah. And he's always nailing it. When he tries to do tribute shots or theme shots, Rob is always killing it. Me and him did a collab not too long ago for the Subway series, and he killed his shot, man.
Yeah.
And he's always on top of it. And I've always loved his work. And I like I said, this actually took me back to 10th grade all those years ago. And remembering that.
Wow.
And Rob says, thank you for the feature.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's dope. Dang, that's dope.
Yeah.
Man. That's sick.
Yeah. It's a great shot.
Oh, so this is our boy AB Photos. Bro, all right. I won't spoil because I know he has other setups, but he sent me a video of his setup. And he had asked me a few questions, and I gave him I tried to help him however I could. And I seen the setup of this photo, like if he was gonna shoot it. And I was like, in my head, I was like, that's gonna be a dope shot when he posts it and he takes it. And look, he posted it, and I'm like, this is a fucking dope shot.
Yeah, I told him the other day or today. I told him, I was like, dude, this is off the chain.
Like, they're just chilling in the vent.
Yeah.
There's no other explanation. They're having a conversation. Like, I could picture Miles telling him something stupid or something childish, and he's like, no, we're going to stick to the plan.
Come to New York, have a few drinks.
Yeah.
Die Hard style.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah. But this is a dope shot. Great idea for a shot. Great concept.
Yeah.
And, like, he kills it with his diorama setups, man. Like, he has an eye. He has an eye for So I know me personally, I would envision a shot, and 8 out of 10 times I won't get the envisioned shot that I like had pictured. You could tell the AB envisions shots, and he nails his shots 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like he knows what he wants to shoot, and he's gonna shoot it.
Wow.
And I love that he has fun with it because he won't stop until he gets his shot.
Yeah.
This reminds me of like the video game when you used to crawl in the little vents for like.
Right.
Yep.
And it's just, you know what makes the vent shot even better? And it's gonna, the lighting in the background.
Yeah.
You could tell that there's another area for the vent.
Yeah.
Like what direction it goes above him with the little light as well.
Well, like he's looking down, like at the next floor from the vent, because you can see the light coming up from the grates.
Yeah, it's like his attention to detail. That's what I mean. He has an eye for killer setups.
Yeah.
Hey, do you guys mind if I step out real quick?
No, go for it.
No, you're good.
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah.
So he said, fam, truly appreciate you all. Happy Wednesday. How I came up with this photo was took out all of my cardboards and foam boards out to see about making a diorama or any kind of side props that day. And I had this idea of Spidey just crawling through the vents with some lights coming through. So I cut up some cardboard to make the vent. Then I said, hey, why not toss Spinneret and Miles in there too to have that perfect trio feel to it. And then I added a bottom room. And trust after that, I ended up with a whole ass warehouse with a platform. Yeah, he did. I like I said, I saw the setup.
Yeah.
With a platform and back alley connecting to it. One idea came after the other at that point. And till this day, I'm still adding stuff to the diorama.
That's sick.
Yeah, it's dope, man. It's a crazy shot.
That's what's up. Come on. All right.
If I'm not mistaken, I think this is my last one. So this is #toy bro.
Nice.
I've seen a lot of style shots like this, and I've always wanted to shoot one. And I just don't know where to begin. But when I seen it, I was like, this is bananas.
Yes.
Like the drops of the drink after it's been cut through with the blade is just amazing. Like the detail of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is sick.
Yeah.
I just like how crisp all the colors are, just how like that pink really pops.
Right.
Yeah. And like for me, if I did a shot like this, I know like my editing skills are not that great. Like you would have noticed the stand somewhere in the background, whatever. And like to be able to do it like this, and it looked like a straight, like it was just taken like that with no stand, and no effects, no nothing. It's just crazy shot.
He did a great job at moving whatever he used like as a stand.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it looks like there was never a stand. It's just a natural. He caught Gwen in motion.
That's sick. That's real sick right there.
So thank you so much for the feature. Absolutely made my week. This has, I don't know what emoji that is. I can't even see it. My inspiration for the shot was seeing this flavor for the first time in my local store.
Nice.
The color scheme instantly made me think of Gwenpool. I've done a few figs versus can shots before, but not done anything slicing. Everything before this was can crushing. Given it was a Monday when I shot this, I wanted it to convey the energy I like to attack Mondays with.
Nice.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Hope everyone enjoys it as much as I enjoyed creating it. Well, it's a flawless shot.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's exactly what it is. Flawless.
That's badass, dude. Damn. Wow. Okay. That's badass. Jeez. Damn.
Oh, I was just posting for everybody to remind. But yeah, hey guys, check out the new logo.
Yeah, logo's on point, man. You killed it.
It's sick.
That's
You guys should get T-shirts. That'd be dope.
Yeah, or some kicks.
I'm looking
or a
at
hat.
with these, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
we
like
need a hat.
beanies, since it's gonna get cold pretty soon.
Yep. A beanie would be dope. Oh man!
Yeah.
All right, man.
All black beanie. That'd be sick.
You put Blitz down a hole now. We're gonna have to get
Let me
this
see
done.
if I could get some iron patches
Getting
put
that-
it on some beanies.
Getting that Pic Bar swag.
Yep. Get that Pic Bar swag. There you go. Get appreciated.
The place for toy photographers. I don't even know how I came up with that quote.
That's
That
dope,
line, I was
man.
like,
It's
gotta think of
perfect.
something.
Actually, you gotta send it to me so I can make it our new profile thing. That's what we needed. It's perfect.
Toy Stories, this is your first shot.
So, so this I chose a shot because I recently watched the Buzz Lightyear movie, and I've always liked Buzz Lightyear since growing up. Toy Stories was one of my favorite movies, and I just thought it was sick, man. I'm just a sucker for like cinematic shots,
Right.
like it's like a mixture of like realism, but then it's like not real, but I don't know, it's like the perfect blend. And I love the way that the light from his little sword is like beaming on his face, and he looks like kind of like in an airplane hangar type of thing. I just thought it was a great shot, man. It's like there's nothing really much like around him, but you can tell like he's getting ready to like fight somebody.
Yep.
And so I
Even
love the shot, and this guy had a few photos that are like that, and it's just that is something like this shot right here, and like the other shots that I chose are pretty much every shot that I chose is the level that I wish to be as a photographer, because I see all these people are better than me in what I do, so I want to get to that level. Like I use that as motivation.
Gotcha. No, that's sick, man. That's man. Oh man, I love that Buzz figure too. So this is
I want to pick that figure up too.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
dope,
same.
I like that he used the unhelmeted head for the shot too.
Yeah,
because I think everybody kind of goes traditionally with the helmeted, with skull cap on. But this is dope, dude. Man, it's a good shot.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, the depth.
And then lighting's everything, man. Lighting for everything.
Yes. That's sick. See it?
And then this one. So this one, I chose this one because I don't know. It just I've never been to New York, but from everything you see, like in movies and just the way that New York's like portrayed, like this figure always just, I don't know, like I live in California and I grew up in like a pretty like hood area, so like this figure always reminds me like just like the hood dudes at the basketball court, like chilling, playing basketball, like walking by, going to school, like I don't know, I felt like there was always like some dude like this, like mean mugging, but it's the dude just playing ball, like I don't know, it looked pretty dope, and it gave me like just dope, like just kind of reminded me of my childhood a little bit, and I like that he put the little chain on around his neck, and then I'm sure that he added those accessories. I don't think that comes with that figure, right?
No, the chain and the crown hat, I think, is from a different. It might be.
Yeah, because I know he's like a tagger, right?
Yeah, I think it's from different Mescos. But what happened? Did we lose somebody?
Green's low.
Hold on a second. Get him. All right, I got him. But that's classic NYC street ball, man. A street ball shot. Street ball.
Yeah, and I thought I want this figure also. I just can't. It's kind of pricey, but
yeah, I got lucky on my pair. I think Blitz did too. We both got lucky on because
we got for like $10 more over retail. I got him at a Toy Con.
Yeah. Yep.
Not bad at all.
Yeah. Same here. I got them for like 119 or something. Like
I need to get this figure. I want to get them. But,
Same.
I think like for me and my shots, I just need to. I need to figure out. I'd get some more like props and some dioramas or something to make it work.
No,
Because,
and this Fosco Grub. He's always got like clean shots, man.
Yeah.
Always got clean shots.
Just the lighting just makes it look so realistic.
Yes.
yeah, it does for
That
sure.
depth, man. The depth.
That head sculpt he used was perfect too. That expression.
It is, man. That depth.
Oh, there it is.
Doing that Ranger shot.
And then I'm assuming this is the 3-0 Rangers.
Yeah.
I really want this just because growing up, that was the show.
Yeah, man.
I'm sure all of us can say that for sure. Like this was like literally our childhood was Rangers, and for me, one of my favorite Rangers was the White Ranger, and then the Green Ranger.
Yep.
And I still need to get these figures as well. I want to collect the whole set, but I still gotta justify it to my girl. So, because man, like that set, like I already like have a vision for it. Like I don't know if I'll shoot them, but I want to buy a detail from like IKEA and put some lights around it. Just kind of have them like and I figured, and I love these type of shots because I take a lot of these type of shots too, like just portrait, dark background, like they're kind of chilling, like coming through the darkness.
Yes.
And I just love these type of shots. I feel like these type of shots don't get enough love sometimes.
I agree.
Because it's like, I feel like a lot of people get drawn to all like action shots and, things flying and shit exploding and all that. And I feel like this right here, because believe it or not, like I feel like sometimes these shots are actually pretty hard to pull off to where it looks good.
Yes.
Yep.
Because you're making the figure look like real as you possibly can.
Yeah, so and I love the sword, man. Like the detail on the hands and stuff, like it looks
so
sick.
crystal. Man, it's crystal. Like for just having two color basically with your primary color, man, it just looks so. Man, it's just crystal.
It's just so clean, and then like I feel like for these figures only being $100 a piece, that's actually to me that's a steal.
Yeah.
Like especially at the quality, like how good they look. I feel like
you're right.
Sure.
It's a Carlos Nerds Reviews. That's sick, dude. Man. Whew. Wow.
And then this shot right here, I chose this shot because in DC, Superman is my favorite DC character.
Nice.
And on top of that, I want to know how to take a shot like this. So, like I said, like I pick shots that like inspire me. Like I want to get better at doing certain things, and to take a shot of a figure in front of a camera and then your main figure is behind that first figure, that's kind of hard to get to focus right. And even though the green figure holding that the kryptonite, he's obviously not in focus, but he's in focus enough to where you can see someone standing in front of him versus just a blurry thing in the camera. If that makes sense.
That's right.
Yeah.
And so, and you could tell, like, I don't know what setting it is, but you could tell like it's bad for Superman. I think he used I think in the background, like the little explosion or like the red in the background, I think he used like cotton balls or something.
Something.
But and then the expression, the way his hand is, like saying like no, like back off with the kryptonite because it's hurting him or whatever. I think it's just a perfectly executed shot, man. I feel like this is one of like those shots, like Blitz had said, like some people just have an eye for like visualizing a shot, putting it together, and it have it coming through. Because there's plenty of times where I visualize certain shots, and I cannot put it together for the life of me. I'll be here for like 3 hours just trying to get the angle right, and it's just not working. And I feel like this is something that I would probably visualize and I would struggle with, but this guy pulled it off.
Yes.
And kudos to this guy, man, because he's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's incredible.
Oblivious shots or underscore shots. He says, thanks so much for the feature and many thanks, Toy Stories, for the nomination, man. So this is dope, dude. It's like he's in battle right here, and it's just like it's now went from bad to worse.
And I think like a lot of times we're used to seeing Superman like fuck people up.
Yep.
We're not really used to seeing him in a vulnerable position. Like, fuck, this dude got the best of me. Yeah. It's always him rescuing somebody, him one-upping somebody, him beating somebody. Like he's always a strong figure, obviously, but you never really see that vulnerable, like he's in danger type stuff.
And it's dope because it says they're in the Justice League Watchtower, so the Watchtower's been invaded, and this ain't good.
Yeah,
it's dope. It's real dope. Damn. Oh, that's sick.
Oh, wow. That's nice.
This one right here.
I like that.
This is such a simple shot, man, but like, again, like I said, I've wanted for the longest time to take shots like this, but I need to get like props and dioramas to make it happen. And man, I was looking at props the other day. Some dude was making, granted, like the stuff he did was really good. Like this dude had some skill. This prop that he made like a garbage can and it said waste management on it and everything. Like it was dope. But that prop alone was like $80.
Bro, you get a garbage can from Amazon for $20. You get a little bit of black paint with water, paint over it, wipe it down.
Wash on it.
A little yellow with white paint. On it. Put it on, wipe it down. You go to Google, you print the waste management sticker, pop it on there, do the same thing with the paint over the sticker, and you have a rusty trash can.
You're good to go.
That's what I did.
The master.
$20.
It's always dope to like find people that like think of the shit you didn't think of. Like, why didn't I just think of that?
Right.
Like it's such a simple thought that like I feel dumb for not having thought of that.
Nah, you know what it is? It's like props get expensive after a while.
Oh hell yeah,
like,
man! I mean, $80 for a trash can, and that's the prop.
Like I have a 3D printer, and like, I mean, I haven't used it in a while because I've just been so busy. But like last night, I was actually looking for more props to add to my NECA diorama, and it's crazy because I use Etsy as my go-to. So like I look at Etsy and I'd be like, oh, that looks nice. I'm gonna print it out because I'm not spending $50 on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I just do it myself.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like a lot of times, man, when we buy like props and stuff like that, it's just for convenience because you're being lazy and you don't want to do the work. But if you just take the time and do the work, like you can make whatever, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, like this shot, like for that figure that this is a Daredevil figure, right?
Yep.
And you would think like this figure is like, to me, it's just such a plain figure, but yet like with this shot, like he's saying like a lot, just with like the blood on his mouth, like he got beat up, like it kind of looks like he just started out and he got his ass whooped and he's in the trash can, like fuck, like what am I doing?
Isn't that the Mezco?
Yeah.
And then I mean, clearly, I think he's like in an alleyway or something like that.
It's sick, man. It's just a nice like cinematic shot.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's like the outtake shot, you know, the shot that you don't see in between scenes. Like it's dope. Man, figure battles. He's always bringing these cinematic style shots, man.
Yeah.
Always
yeah.
He's another one that pays a lot of
his
attention
page,
to
and
detail.
man, he's got
Yeah.
some shit.
Oh, I think this is my first because it's our boy, man. And then I picked this one because I was taking some shots because I'm back into taking a few shots. I took some down by the beach or whatever, and I wanted to do a shot that I'm eventually posting. It's homaging this. I didn't do it as well as Tuscan did, but this one like inspired me to go down the route with the shot I was shooting. And I just wanted to like, shout him out for this one, man, because this is dope, dude. It's like it's one of those angle shots, and you see those, whether you see that on a poster in a comic book or whatever, it's one of those shots, man. It's a classic like a splash page shot, spread shot. And what makes it so awesome is that he caught the sun. The way he caught the sun, man.
Yep.
Like this is all natural. No Photoshop, no nothing. Like it's just straight up natural. And to get a shot like this without having to go in and do the edits, whatever, just shows the skill level that Tuscan was working with, man. So this shot's off the chain, bro. So,
and it's crazy because this is also pretty much like a cinematic shot. Like,
yes,
like like when a camera will come in and like swoop in, and it's like we know he's behind that rock, or I guess like in the scene it would be he's behind a cliff or something,
right?
And it's a trooper, right? So it's a trooper, and he's like looking like where the fuck this guy go. And this dude's chilling, like ready to blast him once he comes over the cliff.
Yep, it's perfect. It's a perfect thriller type shot, suspense thriller shot, man. And what also makes it dope too is that I love how the sun could double as his actual blaster charging up, or the sun. It could be either or, depends on what your imagination you're doing with it, man. And it's like it's one of those scenes where it's like, man, that'd have been cool to see. What it reminds me of the most, if it reminds me of the Star Wars comic books, because back in the day in the Star Wars comic books, Luke was always having these adventures in between Return of the Jedi, in between Empire Strikes Back, in between New Hope, in between Empire. There was all these issues of Luke having adventures, and so this feels like one of those throwbacks to one of those comics where he's like doing his thing. So yeah, man, like it wasn't just that Tuscan would like knock you out on the floor laughing at some of his humor, but he would also hit you with he would hit you with these just thrilling shots, man, and be like the action was all there, no matter what. It's storytelling. I think Blitz said it best. Storytelling. Bring you to another story. This one, Dark Knight J, I saw it in again another shot that made me feel inspired too, because I have a similar shot that I'm posting later. Where it's not the same figure, but another one shots like this, and I just like how he's making the best use of the Iron Spider and putting him in this environment of web slinging through New York City, man. It's like that's what's up. It's a dope shot.
I wish I could web sling.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, but this shot is hard to do because whatever he did to accomplish, I guess, the illusion of him like not falling, but he's like still swinging.
Yeah.
Like you can envision that like in a movie, but it's like, because I've tried to take a shot like this, and all it looks like to me when I did it was I just pasted Spider-Man on a view looking down, and it's not selling the effect. Like he did like a real good job of like selling the illusion that like he's swinging and he's up high.
Yes.
Plexiglass.
I've seen and I've seen some people they'll take like a tablet or whatever and place it on the ground and then put like the figure on the stand and set it on top of the tablet.
Right.
And then just look down over it, so that way it gets the tablet background with the figure.
Yeah, I've seen people put a computer monitor like flat, and they'll put like two stands and put plexiglass, and then put the figure on the plexiglass.
Yep.
And it gives the pretty much the illusion that he's actually like that.
That's right.
Okay, yeah.
What sells it though for this particular shot by Dark Knight is that it's all about the Waldos, the direction of the Waldos and how they're articulated. That gives you really the feel of motion, because he's got them in very directional, specific angles, and that's what makes it happen. And mind you, I'm going to tell you this: Dark Knight J is a very new account, so I think he has. It's he has definitely way less than 1,000 followers, so he's brand new. And so to come in the scene like this, doing this type of level of shooting, bravo, bravo.
Swinging heavy.
Way better than I was when I first started, for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for the feature. I'm mainly using a phone for my pictures. One I've chosen because camera is good enough for figure pics. For toy lines, I'd say it'd have to be Marvel Legends and Moffat. So yeah, man. Here we go. Somebody using their phone to do what they can.
Man.
Make it happen. Make it happen. And here is another smaller account, like under 1,000 or whatnot, and the Yellow Playroom. And another like just in action, man. I love this in action, man. Even down to the street sign, like being caught in the shot, and like what Miles is doing, the right foot out far ahead, man. It's just a great shot. I love this shot. It's dope. Like it's in pure motion. Yeah, just pure motion. I love it. The lights of the building, how they're doing it. I always love when people can do these types of shots and pull it off and put them in these environments with those types of background. So I lean towards those types of shots because I always try to play around with it myself. So Yellow Playroom says, "Whoa, I'm overwhelmed. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I use a mobile phone to shoot my fig, Samsung Galaxy Note 8, with the help of Snapseed and Lightroom app. I was able to come up with this edit. Still got a lot to learn, though. A couple months ago, I was so into Hasbro Marvel Legends figures just a while back. I switched to multiple lines like MoFest, SH Figure Arts, and Figma. Thanks again for the feature. You guys rock." And again, this just tells you what you can do. I think Yimbo said this once. It ain't about the camera. It's the toy photographer. It's the photographer. You can have you can use a daguerreotype pinhole and still pull off some stuff if you got the skills.
Hey, I mean, if you go, I mean, it's like one of those things. Like I said before, like you go buy the most expensive camera, you can buy all the best lenses. It don't matter if you don't know what you're doing, and if you haven't put in the work to get better. It don't matter. Your shot's not going to come out how you think it is. You can't just kind of pay your way to like making a good shot.
Right. Good point, Toy Story. That's good. So, this one's sick. And again, I picked another one that was just stood out to me. Sean.shots.toys. This is just sick, dude. I love everything about it, man. It's taking the figures and knocking them up a level.
Oh, wow.
Like knocking them up another notch, man, and being creative with it, because it's like this is Thanos before. This is right before it's about to get bad, and he's got the Infinity Stones assembled, and he's ready to do it, man. He's ready to put it down, man. So this shot I saw it and I was like, oh, this is so sick.
That smoke in the background with the light beam coming out.
Yes, man.
Yeah.
Yes. It's sick, man.
Like sick. I feel like that's the type of shot everyone always strives to get, and it's so hard to just get that. It looks so simple, but it's a lot harder for sure than it
looks. The layers. Look at the depth. Like It's the depth from the rocks in the foreground all the way to the smoke in the background.
And then the little I don't know if that's rebar, but the little rebar on the rock where the
yeah,
are.
Yeah.
It's dope, man.
That's
it's
sick.
really dope.
Is that
And
a Marvel Legends Thanos?
Yeah, that's actually
Yes,
the
it
very
is.
first release Marvel Thanos. It's the one, the more modern version of him before they came out with the more classic version. So that's the oldest Marvel Legends Thanos that he's given some love. So it's dope, dude.
Yeah, it's a sick shot.
It's just crazy, real crazy. I think this is my last one, and this is figure 4 photos, and I just saw this, and I was like, dude, this one just hit me, man. It's pure nostalgia. Just pure nostalgia.
I am a real American.
Like,
fight for the
Hulkamania.
And what I love about
Let me tell you something, brother.
Is that it's crowd perspective. It's like you're there. It's me. It's like I was there as a kid taking this shot, man. It's like, dang. I just, because a lot of times you see the walkout and it's from front perspective, and they're coming at you and whatnot. And this one from the crowd perspective, oh man, it hit me. I was like, this is dope, dude. This is sick.
And that just goes to show that his creativity in the picture, because I know that if I were to take the shot, I probably would have took it from obviously the front as well, because that's what we always think.
Yep.
We're used to watching it on TV that the TV is always pointed towards the entrance, forward.
Right. That's
you
right.
You never see crowd shots.
No.
This is sick. This is almost like he's kind of even walking through a crowd.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's great, man. It's just great.
Wow.
Dude. It's like that snapshot. If you had like seating that close and you could just be like, I got to get a shot of Hulk. Like, that's exactly what this is, dude. It's dope.
Yeah.
And those WWE figures, man, they're looking dope. They're coming out with a lot of cool shit.
Oh, they kill it. They kill it, man. They kill it, man. So this one, this is sick, man. I saw it and I was like,
Is that
Brock
that's
Lesnar.
What's his name? Brock Lesnar. That's sick. I got the I have the Stone Cold Steve Austin, and then I have what was it, the premium one? It was Ric Flair with the pink robe.
Ultimate Edition.
Yeah.
The Ultimate.
Yeah, that one's sick too.
Can't go wrong with Ultimate.
I'm about to open British Bulldog, but I'm gonna wait because I'll make too much noise.
I can mute you if you want.
Nah. Go ahead, bro. I'll do it after, and I'll bother my wife.
Here we go.
Yeah, this is my first one. Comes from Zackattack _ horror nerd.
Damn.
Dude, this is just fucking brutal.
Carnage.
Like,
I said no anchovies.
You put anchovies on this thing, you're gonna be in big trouble, mister.
You beating him up with a skateboard.
You cowabunged your last cowabunga, bro.
Yes.
Dude, he got the blood all over him, though.
Dude, right? Like the blood splatters on him and just.
But it's Mikey. Like, it would be,
right.
If it was Ralph, you'd be like, okay, cool.
You would expect that from Ralph, but no. Mikey's just over here beating foot soldiers in the face with a skateboard.
He reached his breaking point.
Yeah.
Right?
He lost his shit. He was like, that was the last slice.
You took the last piece of pizza, dude.
Yeah, God, dude, this is sick.
Oh man. Yeah, this is just amazing shot. Like I could tell he had a lot of fun setting this up.
Yes.
And I don't know what he used for that fake blood, but props, because you're braver than I am to try to mess up those NECA figures.
Right. It's perfect. It's perfect.
But yeah. So Zack Attack says, thanks for the feature. I shoot with the Nikon D3300, hoping to upgrade soon. Favorite figures are TMNT figures and the Universal Monsters.
Nice.
Yeah, dude,
Nice.
just great job with just bringing this to life, and just everything about this is just amazing.
It's so brutal, dude.
That creative mind, man.
It's so
Right?
brutal.
You can imagine
What do you
how the
mean?
thought came to mind. You know what? I want to make Mikey fucking up this damn foot.
With the skateboard.
Let me just beat him up.
I wonder
All
if they
the
use
turtles.
that. Does that
All the
skateboard
turtles.
come with that figure? Or is that like a tech deck?
Probably a tech deck.
No,
it might be a tech
yeah, I
deck.
think it's a tech deck.
Man, I feel old when I say tech deck.
Yeah. That's so dope, dude. Yeah. Yes.
All right, this is just a surreal, insane shot.
Yeah, it is.
This comes from Blainer Things, and just so he did on this post, he did 2 shots of this. One, he did more of a close up, which I really like because you could see like all the little details of the shot. But I chose this one to feature because just the pulled away, you really get a great sense of just the scope of the shot. Like
yes.
just with his workbench and then the table in the background with, I guess it's like the potions and stuff that he uses. But yeah, like this is just so crispy.
It is.
Man.
Hell, I haven't even opened this figure because I'm like, I have them, but it's like, how am I going to, like, this is what you open that figure to take a shot like this.
Yeah.
You got this type of setup.
Yeah, I think I've shot him like once or twice, and he shoots beautifully.
I want to get him. I just don't have an idea for a photo, so that's why I haven't
Me
pulled
too.
the trigger.
That's why I'm at. And then when you see this, it's like, dang, I ain't got no setup like that.
Yeah, and I
there's
love
some
the
figures that
setup,
are
too.
just so photogenic too.
Yes, you're right.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And I love how he even has his monster maker in the background for it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right there. Yep.
Sometimes I wonder where people get these props, unless it, like he said, like Blitz was saying, he has a
3D printers. Yep. But yeah, if this is an actual prop that he made, that's insane. That's incredible. Where can I get one?
Right.
But they did respond. They say thanks. It was shot with a Canon Rebel T6i.
Nice.
Yeah,
this is
beautiful shot, man.
I follow him. I think I follow him, and he has some pretty cool shots.
Yeah.
Yes. It's clean. Man, it's clean.
Clean and crispy.
All
right. Comes from our friend Neptune Bastard.
Saving Bill's ass.
You talk about cinematic right here. This is pure cinematic goodness right here. I love. First of all, the lighting is incredible. It looks like they really are in a burning building with flames everywhere.
Yep.
And he lit this perfectly, and of course, Bill always getting saved, always getting into some shit. But yeah, this is just a crystal clear, clean, beautifully lit shot.
It is.
Neptune never disappoints.
Nope.
Always bringing the literal fire.
Yeah, this is a dope shot. This is the type of stuff that I want to recreate like this. These type of scenes, just amazing.
Yeah,
sick, man.
And G.I. Joes are one of Neptune's bread and butter. Like he can shoot those like nobody's business.
This is true.
Joes and Transformers.
Very true.
So Neptune says, "Thanks, guys. Appreciate it." Nah, man, we appreciate you. For real, everything you do. We've had him on the show a few times. Great dude in the community.
And a lot of the stuff he does behind the scenes too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Neptune's good people, man.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're not knowing, go follow real action figure art hashtag, man. He's always throwing up people's stuff and representing.
Indeed.
Stuff.
If you don't know, you know now.
Exactly. Now.
All right. This comes from Tazzy _
Oh, that's sick.
Uchaya.
Damn.
Apologize if I butchered that name. But yeah, met him a little while ago. He's in our Power Rangers collab.
Yes.
Super great guy. Very supportive. One thing I always love about his shots is he has this way of doing action shots that are just so colorful, and his effects are always on point. And just the mashup of these two universes is incredibly insane.
That's dope.
The way that he that figure is blocking the fire, right?
Yeah, Android 7.
So like the way it's doing that curve, like put his forearm up, he's blocking it, and it's going over him. That looks sick.
That does. That is. It's perfect. It's dope.
Yeah, I love shots to where you can tell, just like how you were saying, like just the physics of it, how like they put that little detail in there.
Right.
Yeah,
that's sick, dude.
Yeah, Taji says, wow, thank you so much. I shoot on an iPhone 13 Pro Max. Yeah, team phone. Nothing special. Favorite fig to photograph is any cloth fig.
Man, I want one. I want that 13. That camera on that phone is amazing.
Yeah, he does incredible work.
Whatever, Taji.
Right.
Whatever, dude.
We going back to phones, June? We going back to phones?
We should be an all phone challenge.
Right, all phone challenge.
I would fail.
Yeah, I would have.
I highly doubt that.
As reigning and defending Shutter Slam champion, I would fail.
Right.
So the next Shutter Slam is going to be phones only. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, that'd be crazy.
I will just vote from the background. Then I won't even participate. I'll just keep my Shutter Slam belt.
I'm out of this.
All right. I think this is my last one. Our boy and fellow Hasbro Dark Owl Toys. Dark Owl _ Toys. Took a little bit of a hiatus, but he's back, and so this was actually his first shot back. It was a tribute to our brother Ryan.
Yep.
And this is just beautifully done. Power Rangers and Deadpool were some of Ryan's favorite figures, and this is just a beautiful way to honor Ryan. I love the colors. Obviously, the pink. Pink was one of Ryan's most used colors, and just the smoke in the background. Very well shot. It's definitely good to have him back in the game.
Yes. He didn't skip a beat either, man. This is sick.
Nope. Right back into it.
Yeah, it's a beautiful shot. I love the mist on the bottom.
Yes.
And it's just dope. And you said that Green said that it was a tribute to your buddy. Like, I'm sure he would have loved that shot for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
Killed it, man.
So he says, thanks for the feature, fellas. Still using Kennel Rabbin T7 and still loving shooting Hasbro Legends and Black Series mostly. Man, I've missed the crew. Dude, we missed you.
We missed you, bro.
Yeah.
Back in the fold.
So good to have you back, man.
No. And I'm telling you, he ain't skip a beat, man. This is
even
nice.
even Ozzy 88 Figs in the chat, man. He said the return of Dark Owl. There you go.
Yes. Man.
The night is always darkest before the dark
light.
There you go. Oh man, some great shots, man. Yes, dope shots, man. Everybody came through, man. Return of the Dark Owl. Oh man, this is dope, dude. So yeah, man, it was good collection of shots, man. It's good stuff. That's how we doing it. Pic Bar ain't stopping. And yeah, I'm waiting on Blitz get the new logo thing so we can go ahead and start throwing it on spots.
Yeah, I'm gonna look this weekend because me doing shirts, I'm never gonna have the chance to do it. So I'm just gonna look into getting the logos for Lazy Boys and for YTG Pic Bar and having it put on some stuff, and then we'll go from there. So Saturday I'll be able to do all of that.
Yeah. And just send me send me copies when you can, so I can update some of our pages and stuff.
Yeah,
stuff on there. Get even in here, so we can get a new thing up on the thing. Yeah, man, this is just dope, man. Again, Toy Stories, thanks for joining us, man. Thanks.
Thanks, man. It's been fun.
It's been great, man. I really honestly, you guys are amazing. Like, you guys are cool group of dudes.
Thanks,
I can see why y'all get along. Oh shit, I can see why y'all get along, and it's dope, man. It's cool to talk to cool people, and like I said, I appreciate you guys. You guys didn't have to do this. It means a lot, So I'm glad you guys noticed my stuff. I never got into it thinking anybody was gonna notice any of the things that I did. I started it during the pandemic when everyone was kind of locked down, couldn't do nothing. And like I said, man, you guys are all you guys are dope, and I really, honestly, really do appreciate this. This was cool. Like I said, my family don't be talking about toys, so whenever I can meet some people, get together, just talk, have a cool time, that's dope.
Well, this family always talks toys, so you're always welcome.
And we all been there. We all started the same way, man. I'm telling you, we all started. Well, okay, again, I'm going to say this again because I'm going to keep saying it, with the exception of Tuscan, because his first shot was dope. But, my first shot was on a dresser drawer or something. So, whatever. That dude came out the gate, just set up.
I mean, my first shot was a Funko Pop of Mulan on my desk behind my little water fountain my sister gave me. I thought it was the coolest shit ever. I'm like, man, everyone's gonna like it, and then I think I got 2 likes. So, and then my mom's always been super supportive. So shout out to my mom, because that lady's always supported me, and she's always liking my stuff, putting little comments on my pictures. So shout out to my mom for that.
That's dope, man. Oh man, that's good awesome to hear, actually. That's real cool. I mean, that's cool. But yeah, we all started somewhere, man. So that's what it's about, man. And it's that's what's so beautiful about this community, man. Any given time you're seeing a new person start their page, and you're just like, what? This is cool. And it never fails, man. That they just get you motivated. They get you, tapping into okay, cool. So it's a community that keeps giving back, in my opinion.
For sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
It just continues. It's a good cycle, man. Really good cycle, and it's just filled with so many good people. That's what's dope about it. It's just so many cool people in the community, man.
And like you said, of course, obviously, you're always going to run into some, people that aren't cool, that are always kind of big-headed or whatever. But for the most part, everybody that's in this community is, everyone's pretty supportive, and everyone's real. Every person that I have interacted with, through texting or anything, or met DMing on Instagram or anything, everyone's been cool, and. I thank you guys for receiving me open arms. Absolutely. I was kind of hesitant because I'm fuck, I know I did the other interview and it's just Jared, but it's I got 3 people that I do not know. I'm they gonna come on me and start clowning my shit.
What?
Nah.
Whatever, man.
Nah, bro, that's not what we do.
That ain't how we do, man.
But no, it's cool. I had a really good time though, for real.
Yeah.
And you're welcome back anytime, brother. Not just here, but hang out with us, Lazy Boy, open some toys. This is what we do. Go on Yimbo, we're out here, man. We're out here waiting.
Do you guys be doing IG lives?
It's rare, but we do.
We started with it.
Because I think they switched it to where you can only do 40 minutes or something like that, and it cuts it off.
Oh wow,
IG's weird, but
and you could only have 3 people on at a time.
Yeah.
What was it before? I can't even remember, but
it was an hour.
We started with it.
Yeah, it used to be
An hour.
I know we've gone over an hour before, but
That's
then
right.
they kept like reducing the time on us, so we were like, nah,
Dang.
fuck this shit.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotta.
But yeah, man, like whenever you guys want to have me on again, just let me know.
Absolutely.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's an honor.
Definitely, brother. Definitely. And we're gonna thank all the fellas that joined us. 88 Figs, No Chewing, Cox Grid, AB, Toy Addict. Let's see who else came in. Let me get everybody that came in. First Strike, Rabbit's Den. Who else came in? Midnight Star. Mind you, Sunday he's gonna be joining us. So, you know, Collectible Nat. Fast Eddie came in. Let's see here. Who else came in? Unworthy joined us. Samurai Chris joined us.
First Strike put some booty shorts.
Yo. Prime Artist joined us. Who else joined us? I'll make sure I get everybody. We had a lot of cats joining us tonight. And Sunday we're gonna be joined with Midnight Star giveaway. It's gonna be dope. Let's see. I think I got everybody to join us tonight. I appreciate everybody.
Samurai Chris, thank you for joining us. You put a great
Yeah,
screen,
man.
fellas.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
All the time, bro. Thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah. You know, so yeah, man. Thank everybody, and I think Blitz will carry us out. He does what he do.
This is the first time we've done it since, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in
I
the
just want to
fold.
thank everybody for joining us tonight on YTGB Pic Bar. Do us a favor, tip the bartenders by hitting that like button down below. Like, share, subscribe, and as our gracious guest Toy Stories is on with us, it's that simple. It's that easy to be on with us and just kick back and talk photos and just have fun and, you know, shoot the shit.
Yep.
And we have Lazy Boys, we got YTG, we got Toy Talk, Toy Daddies. There's a lot of content where if you guys want to be on with us, that you guys can join us and just kick back. I mean,
can you guys hear me? Oh, my cousin called me. I had to forward his call.
No, we got you.
Oh, you're good.
I lost my train of thought. But yeah, if you guys want to join us, like if you guys want to be on with us, it's simple. You just reach out to us.
Mm-hmm.
We have a few people scheduled down the pipeline already, and we will always make room for you guys. We genuinely want to get to know the person behind the camera. We spoke about this last week, like the bond that we have with each other. Like I said it yesterday in our group chat, because we have our chat. I was like, it's nice that we can debate with each other the way we debate, like if we're real brothers.
Right.
We go at it in our chat like if we're brothers too. Like
We do.
we don't always agree, but we disagree. But we always go back to having fun.
Yep.
But the bond that we have, we want to build bonds like that with everybody.
Yes.
Because it's an ever-growing community. It's not stopping. And you know, I think I could speak for everybody when I say I love seeing toy photography on my Instagram feed. I love seeing people go above and beyond trying to get the shot, trying to do setups, and yeah, man, just join us. I mean, we want to have you guys on.
Join us together. We can rule the toy community.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. When I created the logo and the slogan, I meant what I put in the slogan.
Yeah.
This is the place for toy photographers.
Yep.
And it doesn't have to be only like action figures. It could be Funko Pops. It could be Hot Wheels. This is the place for you guys where you guys can express yourself, talk about who you are, and just have fun and be yourselves.
You said it, man.
For sure.
And once again, we got the Lazy Boys giveaway this Sunday. Please use the hashtag from the post. Give me your Wolverine shots, and your name will be put in the elimination wheel.
Yes.
And then we have some announcements at the also from Midnight Stars after the wheel spin.
Yes, we do. It's gonna be nice. So,
yes,
we're doing what we do, man. So we holler at y'all. Peace out time. We'll see you.
The bar's closing.
Yeah.
Time to close down the bar.
Toy Stories. Thanks again, brother. Thank you again for coming on.
Thank you guys for sure.
Yeah, appreciate it, man.
Appreciate
it. Thank you.
No problem. Good night, everybody.
All right, good night.
Deuces.
Later.
Peace.
You know how they do it.